Now the fulfillment of the full scope of what God already destined for your life will now be subject to how determined you are. Because there is a difference between the foreknowledge of God and predestination. Let me tell you a story to make this point. And I've actually told you this before, if you've been paying attention. The Bible tells us that David was hiding. Okay? I'm trying to look for my note. Maybe some kind of. The Bible tells us David was in hiding from Saul in a place called Keilah. And then he heard that Saul was coming to Keilah to look for him. And so David went to ask the Lord, if Saul comes here, will the people of Keilah, let me use modern day language, will they slay me? Will they hide me here, or will they surrender me to Saul? And God said they will. So it means God knows the future, right? Is it everything in the future that God knows, that God predestined? Let me tell you how I know that. Because when David heard that, what do you think he did? He ran away. So now, when Saul came and checked Keilah for him and didn't see him, then they couldn't arrest him. So that means, even if God knew what was going to happen in the future, if David stayed, he didn't predestine it. Not everything, God, not every aspect of foreknowledge is predestined. I'm going to come back to this when we're teaching on salvation. It means there are some things that you can know about the future that are not necessarily predestined and that are subject to your decision or indecision. God did not predestine that you will finish with the grade you finished with. You predestined it. That was your choice. Are there aspects of your life that are irresistibly predestined? Yes. But believe you me, the Bible is replete with several instructions on the consequences of your choices. There is a way you will live your life, you will be poor, and God did not destine it. Leave God out of it. And you're trying to blame the devil, and the devil is surprised. Like even the devil is not aware of these outcomes. He was not there that day. You have to understand, the devil is not omnipresent. And you must really flatter yourself that you failed your exam and you said it's the devil. You mean all the great people in the world, all the great politicians, all the great movers and shakers, the devil left them so that you can slip off and miss your interview. You must really flatter yourself. One devil is on your case. You are not that hot. You are not that hot. You gonna need to calm down. I meant hot spiritually. Proverbs chapter 13 verse 4. The soul of the sluggard desires. When you just stay like this, you just imagine traveling to Milan, traveling Brazil, traveling, Monday in Dubai, Friday, in London, then the next week you are in Paris. The soul of the sluggard desires. Have you seen broke people advising you what to do with your money? They always have better ideas. They come up with phrases like money misroads. They are sure that you are not enjoying the money well. I'm just joking. It says the soul of the sluggard desires and has nothing, but the soul of the diligent shall be made fat. This one is subject to decision. Don't blame everything on God or on the devil. You have your part to play. Are you listening to me? I was doing some research on the intellectual stamina that it took to obey God. I mean, strictly from an intellectual standpoint or from a discipline perspective. There are some things that you read from a spiritual standpoint, and so you don't appreciate it when it comes to a common sense, pragmatic lens. All right. So, for instance, Noah built an ark. It's very simple. And you read it when it comes to God and his involvement in what happens on the earth and the salvation metaphors, and rightly so. But if you were to look at it from the standpoint of work, historians say it took 60 to 100 years to build that ark. Do you know what it means to wake up every day all by yourself? It would have taken him 10 hours at least every day, every single day. No cranes, no bulldozers. Listen, God is giving you that kind of vision. It was by far the biggest wood structure in the Old Testament. Meaning if you do such a thing today, it will be in the Guinness Book of World Record. It was greatness. Are you getting what I'm saying? It had purpose at the center, but it required grit. It required consistency. It required discipline. And he kept at it to wake up every day, knowing prophetically that something that had never happened, namely rain, was going to happen. And that drives you for a whole century. Without anybody there to motivate you, on the strength of what God told you. Every morning you wake up with one goal, and then you're carrying wood, and then you're carrying nail manually, without any machines to make the work faster. I'm saying this because some of us spiritualize everything. We think everything is about grace. You are there still sitting on your couch at home, waiting for when what God told you will happen. I'm telling you, if you don't change, let me tell you 3 things I've discovered. Number 1, many people do not know the price of greatness. They think they do. They think they do. Many people do not know the price of greatness. Now, I think months ago I told you this is a psychological phenomenon. It's called the Dunning-Kruger effect. It was named after the people who came up with the postulation. It has been discovered psychologically that common people just don't know how much smarter and better that the leaders of their industry are. You underestimate the gap. Can I give you a simple example? It may pinch you. You know, I'm always surprised, lovers of football, when you are watching, the people on the screen are the best in the world. When they kick the ball and they miss it, you are so angry. You are sure that if it was you, who are you trying to advise? And you're screaming at the screen, pass it like this, pass it like that. You don't even know. You know, there was a basketball player. He was playing, I think, you know, in the NBA, and he had a very bad game. So people were trolling him. And so he actually challenged one of the fans. Come, let's play. So when he was done trashing the fan, he said this. He said, in basketball, I am closer to LeBron James than you are to me. I'm closer to. Do you know what it means? In the whole NBA, there are 500 players. 500. Do you know how competitive it is to even get there, to even sit on the bench? Listen, if you sit on the bench and never touch a ball, you are already a success in that career. Then you just a throw. Just a throw. You can't even play ball. You know, something. Just say, sack the coach, sack the coach, sack the coach. Because we have the tendency to commonize success. We don't know what it really takes. Please don't get me wrong. Chances are you may be right sometimes. But all I'm saying is, it's even safer to assume they know better than you. More often than not, that's the case. If you are wise, you know which is likely the case. More often than not, we have the tendency to just look at people doing something at a great level and think, oh, what's there? You know, I'll never forget. I give this example because this was the first time I really realized it, and I'm sure the people that I involved don't mind my saying this. When the first time it was announced that there was going to be a marathon in Lagos, 2 people in the office, they came and took permission. So I will not be around on Saturday. I said, where are you going? He said, marathon. I said, you. Have I ever seen you jog in the morning? You know what one of them told me? He said, when it was in GS2. You know, because I'm pastor, let it not be as if I don't believe in her. So I said, go. When he came back, I saw glucose. My first question, did you finish? You don't understand. Because when you see people running on the screen, you just be like, that's what was there? You commonize it. Because it's actually, it's kind of a romantic fantasy. We like to fantasize that we could just do things. It's since childhood. You watch a fighting scene, then you now go out in the backyard. You don't like this. If they slap you. I wish I could give you the names. There was an interview podcast. You know, podcast people like to talk. So, do you know who a professional fighter is? In some countries, they are registered as weapons. It means you can become so good, the government recognizes you as a weapon. No matter the context, except if it is self-defense. There's a level of training you are not even permitted to hit somebody. You'll be arrested because you are a weapon. So in the podcast, the podcaster, you know, said, you know, I have a ring back there. You know, I think I can spar with you. So he asked the guy, he said, how long do you think it will take you to beat me? Because maybe 10 seconds less. He's like, no, you don't rate me. You don't. He said, okay, let's go. No, not too much talk. Ladies and gentlemen, 6 seconds. Baba don't tap like this. You don't understand. You don't understand. You don't. And I've been there too. What I'm about to say, I won't say it. Because no. This one, leave her. You know, I've been preaching for too long to fall for this thing. Leave her. Mm-hmm. No, why me? No, it's not working. Don't disregard the scars of legends. See, just start learning to respect achievements. Start learning to respect achievements. Because we all have the tendency to assume we know what it takes. We almost don't. Almost always don't. You can have a fair estimation. See, when you see anybody do anything at a high level, The sacrifice it took them to pull off that level of greatness is almost always greater than you anticipated. What I'm saying, almost all of us, including myself, are not immune to it. That is why you will write an exam and be surprised to fail. But you are surprised. You know, if you have ever written an exam and you were surprised to fail, it means you didn't know how much it took to pass. And I'm telling you, the way you approach those exams is the way most of us are approaching life. You don't know. Can I look for your trouble? This one I can say it. Let me say it this way. Let me personalize it. You know why I cannot be a die-hard football fan? Make no mistake. Apart from the things I know clearly, I know who the greatest footballer of all time is. His name is Messi, the short guy. So that one is clear. If you don't know that, what do you know? Anyway, so I'm more inclined to support people than teams, and I will tell you why. It takes a certain level of delusion to be a die-hard football fan, because in your heart of hearts, you really know the strength of your team. But as a fan, you must support. We will win this year. Are you lying? Can I look for your trouble and go? Will you forgive me? Promise, do like this. You know where I'm going. I mean, after yesterday's match, somebody laid on the floor. Was that like he was exasperated? Like, my man, I said, for your mind, you yourself know. Don't lie. You want beat PSG? Swear, say you don't know. Say, You are still one of the best in the world. You tried. It was a successful season. Don't lose to PSG and you're on the floor. Who they form for? Stand up, Joe. You really thought you would beat PSG? What? Please cut this part of the same. It's a great team. Don't lie. You even tried. I watched the match. That was good. I was rooting for you personally for ulterior motives. Because I still haven't forgiven Dembele for the way he played in Barcelona for the last years. That's why ulterior motives. So that's why ulterior. But come on, for your mind, you know. Anyway, let's move on. So I've discovered many people do not know the price, or they commonize it. Number two, many people, it will surprise you, they are not willing to pay the price. They are not willing. Let me tell you something. There are some maybe young aspiring ministers of the gospel that are praying that one day maybe they'll step into my shoes, or Bishop Adegoye's shoes, or some other preacher's shoes. If I give you the mic and leave this place for 5 years, can you put in the work? Will I find anybody here when I come back? Not just the preaching, it's not just the suits. It's the spiritual discipline. You don't understand. You don't understand. You think people are idiots? You think they can come twice a week to listen to you? How long before you have nothing else to say? You don't understand. Do you know what it means for people to listen to you twice a week for 13 years? And they still come with excitement and expectation. You have underestimated it. If you look at the people who have maybe morning prayers, if they tell you, this is now your platform, just show up every day without fail. Try it for 2 years. Maybe you'll become from the hospital. Straight. Because when you now see it, there are some of them, you just disregard their efforts. See, let me tell you something. You don't have to agree with everybody, but never be the person that downplays efforts. When you see people who downplay efforts, who try to minimize it, excuse it, it's because of this, it's because of that. What you are doing you are affecting your psyche. Because when you accept the real greatness of people, it will now challenge you. You now realize where you are, how much work you have to put in. The more you continue to persuade yourself that the people who have done better than you are your colleagues, the more you persuade yourself, there won't be any real incentive to improve. Are you getting what I'm saying? One of my favorite characters in the entire Bible is John the Baptist. People were trying to hype him. He said, you're the one who started water baptism first. The person you baptize is baptized. He said, calm down. You remember I told you from the beginning, I am not the Christ. He that is above all. Let me tell you, it will help you in life. Know who pass you. Don't use branding to cover it. Know who pass you. Come on, are you listening to me? There are people I call for advice. Decisions in this ministry. Straight up. Maybe the Bangways, both of them. Some of them I require to be approved. And in the past 6 months, maybe I've done it at least 25 times. I wanted to tell you so that you know the frequency. There's a man of God in this country. I called 3 days ago. Sir, please give me 10 minutes of your time. I need your counsel. Don't pretend to know it all. Are you listening to me? Because there will be times where don't set yourself up for failure. And you must be willing to pay the price. And now let me say this. I want to call you guys out. Are you ready? You know I love you. Sometime last year or 2 years ago, I used my influence. Talked to some people behind the scenes. I said, please put aside 100 million for me. Let me find young businesses in this church that already have a track record and just need funding. I secured that capital for you. We announced it in one of the programs. Most of you didn't apply. You know what that means? You know what that means? You are here praying every Sunday. But if somebody is willing to fund it and a viable idea, you have none. That's what you should do. I'm not gonna lie, you pain me. Not many pastors are obsessed with your well-being like that. So I was just like, so if I announce grants, the whole church will apply. It pains me. I think what pained me the most is, I think the first time we announced it was during Young and Free. So you came for fun. We now have an initiative that is going to help you. I think one of the things saying, you see now, we also announced it in church, man. We also announced it in church. We also announced it in church. So now if somebody says, if you can give me any viable idea to the tune of 100 million, I'll give you the money. There are some of you who don't even have something. You don't have any bread that God can multiply to feed 5,000. Yes. And that leads me to the third thing I discovered, and I have to end here. Many people attribute everything to grace. They attribute everything to grace. I've talked about that in passing, so I'm not going to talk on it. Let me just say this. Please, pay the price to be the best version of yourself. Please help me tell the person by your side. Say, pay the price. Tell someone else, in case that person was not listening, pay the price. So you are going to work on yourself. Work on every aspect. You're going to read books. You're going to work hard. You're going to burn the midnight oil. You're going to go the extra mile. Invest in knowledge. You know, I gave myself a secret goal. One of the ways to deal with what I called told you about the Dunning-Kruger effect. I decided to start measuring my competence by the number of books I've read. It might seem lame to an extent, but it's a safer guardrail. Are you listening to me? So I gave myself a target. At least 40 books on leadership, 40 books on finance, 40 books on marriage. Now, I hold myself to higher standards because I'm a teacher. And of course, more than 40 books on theology. So, I mean, measure it. If you want to be great at whatever it is you do. If you want to be great, you'll be astonished. The things you don't know, you'll be astonished. And I've told you before, the elite enjoy the fact that you think that the gap between you is small. It gives them advantage because you will never catch up. As long as you think it's just, if I just stretch more. All those silly excuses. Oh, it's because he had an uncle that believed in him. If he just, those things are an advantage. But are they the only advantage? Invest in knowledge. Invest in relationships. I can't tell you how complicated relationships are. If you are not an expert in relationships, you may never, are you ready for what I'm about to say? You may never cross into the next level if you're not a relationship expert. And I can explain why to you. One of the things that lack of exposure does is not just that it limits you in the practical sense, is that it makes it harder for you to enter rooms where the people who can help you are and feel comfortable. See, except they have a high level of grace and spiritual maturity. Even the best of us, when we look at our core friendships, not consciously, there are people who are not far from us in terms of exposure, in terms of intellect, in terms of, am I saying the truth or not? Because subconsciously, we just want to feel at home with the people around us. Now, that's a challenge. Because it means that there are some great people who can like you, but just can't bring you into their inner circle. Not because they're class conscious, but because that's not how social relationships work. Not many people can handle being close to somebody who throws in grammatical blunders every 2 sentences. So let me tell you something. You may not have gone to a good school, but that's one thing you can work on. You may not have books or watch TV. And stop watching for fun. Your life is too precious. You're already at a disadvantage. Let others watch for fun. You pause it, rehearse, repeat it. I can tell you, speech is one easy way to have a better passage in life. Easy. It's understated. Just work on that one. You get what I'm saying? There are some things I don't want to tell you. There are people in this church that correct my grammar. As I'm done preaching, they will send me the message. You pronounce it this way, it's not that way. Do you know the level of humility it takes? Are you getting what I'm saying? That's part of what I'm saying. Some people don't know just how much work it takes. So you have to be open to correction. It has to be normal. And don't undermine it. Then don't say, I knew that. Or it was just, wow. I would say, I never knew that. Wow. If I need to call and say, so pronounce it, let me hear. Are you getting what I'm saying? Simple things. Your speech, your dressing, your knowledge. If you want to befriend a great person, when you sit down, what will you discuss? Do you have any common ground? Do you have any common ground? There was a barber I had in Abuja. Every time I went to that salon, I noticed quite a number of things. Number one, he dressed different from the rest. And every time they were discussing, no matter how casual the conversation was, he had such a depth and intellect. Talking about the nation, or even talking about football. There are some takes you have in football. I know that you're not really. Sorry, I know you say I'm coming again. Anyway, that's not here. No, but he's talking about finance, governance. He had something to say. So one day I just couldn't resist. I said, "Are you a graduate?" He said, "Yes." That is just condition that made him come here. And I tried him out a few times. Meet me here, always on time, always professional, well dressed, respectful. You know, I had somebody in Lagos, a friend of mine who was looking for a manager of operations, and I called him. I said, "I think I found someone for your role." I found someone. He has worked with that person for about 7 years now and has been promoted, if I'm not mistaken, about 5 times. Are you listening to me? And you will know there are some people you will help and you will regret it all your life. There are some others you will see that all they needed was small chance. The last time we spoke, he's working on his MBA. That's when you will know that some of you, they're only better because God helped you. You get what? There's some people, if they had the chance you had, half what they will do with it, you'll be surprised. Come on, are you getting what I'm saying here? I can give you example upon example. We'll talk about the rest later. Please stand to your feet. Listen. The thing with what I described is, nobody can really persuade you. You must decide on your own. Unfortunately, there are some people that even failure cannot motivate. They even brag about it. Me, I don't get shame. You know, in school, there are 2 types of people. There are people who, when they fail, for days, they're not themselves, rolling on the bed crying. Some will laugh, or you don't fail. You don't check your result. Red, they're laughing. They're laughing. Make no mistake. Sometimes, not everybody will be book smart. But please, in whatever it is God has given to you, treat it like a steward. Treat it like somebody's going to come back with that talent and say, okay, what did you do with it? You buried it? So there is a aspect to purpose that has to do with your work and how faithful you are in it. Are you getting what I'm saying here? I want to pray to the Lord. This one will not just be, Lord, help me. Lord, help me. Make God a commitment. You're going to wake up. You're going to sit up. You're going to give life your best. You are going to improve. And when he comes back, he will say to you and of you, well done, good and faithful servants. Take a few minutes and talk to him now.